We got ourselves team 2 with Try to Kite Me as a monk. We got ourselves Evganin? Yevi. No. Eva. We'll call you Eva. We got ourselves also Trip. We got ourselves Krager. Gonna be going first up, just scouting the competition. And we got ourselves Facer. It looks like Krager's already going up versus Proxy. Getting a stun into Proxy in the open and trinket for Proxy immediately. It looks like Krager's just trying to see if he can survive versus Proxy. Does go for that interrupt into a massive spear onto Proxy as he's trying to go for a bit of a mind games on Krager. I think Krager just take the mind games to the face. And it's going to be dispersed on a Proxy very early. Proxy going in for Void Eruptions. PI available. Vampiric Embrace and Void Form is up. With Shadow crashes on the Krager, but looks like the Warrior is not going to be consumed by the sanity draining powers of his Shadow Priest. Interrupt him on Shadow. Looks like he might have him in a good spot. Proxy does go for a heal. I think a Warlock Helsa maybe. Trying to make those Shadow Men, keeping him alive. Trying to mend his soul here, but the execute slams him down. It looks like Unstoppable could potentially be next. It looks like it is going to be Unstoppable up next, going for a Flame Shock onto Krager immediately. Fire Elemental up early. Lasso onto your boy Krager as he's locked down for a moment. Is going to go for a charge. I think a Battle Master Trinket being used here, or maybe just taking fire damage. That's why he's a little red. Could be either or. Could be the second degree burns. Does try to go for a reflect onto Unstoppable. I don't really know if he was able to reflect the lava burst or not. Short stone to Krager. I don't think he has much here to work with. Is going to go for a massive heal as Rallying Cry was used, and Krager should get a lot of health recovery. Trying to see if he can disrupt the Hex. I was gonna say might have to go for a reflect, but looks like Krager did catch up on all that heals. He did recover in a lot of health, and Unstoppable is going to get some lava burst from a distance. Going to be a very short lasso. There's going to be a big old spear onto Unstoppable. Can't really go anywhere with the damage of Krager. Healing Surge is getting interrupted at the very last second, and Krager could go for some big damage here if he wants to. Healing Sword is rolling in. Krager trying to make some damage here happen, but without a Mortal Strike for Fury Warrior, it is going to be a little bit rough for you to really do much in order to deal with Unstoppable. Does it reflect for the lava burst? At least you can reflect some of the damage. And that's going to be Krager looking for the interrupt. Does get interrupted with Unstoppable, but the Shaman is just healing so much with the Earth Shield Legendary. Lightning Lasso to Krager does apply for himself. Ignore Pain right before the Lasso comes in. So that was very good timing just now. That was incredibly good timing. Reduce and offset a lot of the damage of Lasso over into the Ignore Pain. Doesn't have interrupt. Looks like he actually got juked by Unstoppable with a fear by the Shaman. And looks like Krager might just be able to get himself a couple Bloodthirsts here. Just a few small hits without breaking that fear. Just a little bit. You know, just a couple of those Raging Blows just to get his basics opening. Get his buffs rolling. Krager still holding on to a Trinket Stun onto the Krager. Unstoppable has a lot of damage ready. It's going to be Reflect available, and that's going to be Unstoppable burning through that Reflect with a Frost Shock. Going for the big zaps to the Krager. Might have a big Lava Burst available. Lasso onto Krager. Going to take a lots of damage here, but looks like actually maybe that was all the damage on Unstoppable. Looks like Krager lived it. Big damage available for Krager with Recklessness. Might be able to make a big hit onto Unstoppable. He is treating on Recklessness with respect. Does have a wall for it. Krager tried to see if he could destroy that Stun Totem. Looks like he couldn't. Those Recklessness hits, Raging Blows are still making work on Unstoppable, but he did burn a defensive for it. So Krager is going to have to go back to whittle him down with the self-heal Unstoppable has. I mean, it just stops a lot of the damage from Krager in its wake. Krager, though, continues to just build the rage. He does have defenses back up. As long as he's using his, Ignore Pain at the right time to try to cover himself for a Lasso or any of the powerful hits, he'll be okay. Unstoppable, I think, is trying to see if he can bait or reflect out of Krager. Try to go for a full Lava Burst, cancel the went with a pet instead. Hex, does he bait the Fate? He does bait the Reflect. It looks like Krager needs to land the Interrupt. Does land the Interrupt early without letting Unstoppable try to go for a juke. And that's going to be some healing surges for Unstoppable right after. This got so much healing recovery out of it. Big spear available for Krager. Unstoppable has nowhere to go. No defenses available. Could actually be really bad for him. Has the lightning in his hands. Lava Burst available right after. Does Krager have a big defensive? Does go for for Enrage Regen. Unstoppable super low in health. Could be really bad for him. Enter the Execute, and Krager actually steals the show with the Elemental Shaman. Unstoppable, otherwise known as what I like to call him, Unstoppable. Looks like Krager coming back and making the Fury work. Yomo, what's his name? Yomikade? Yomikade is up next. Thorns down versus Krager. Is he gonna go for a Cyclone? Krager, I think, might have actually been able to reflect it if he just spammed that button. but Yomi is going to go for a reset. Looks like Krager is expecting a feral opener after this. Is going to get the Ignore Pain rolling a little bit early. Him using Whirlwind at the right time, though, does get hit with a slow from the peril. The days, if you ever see the days and go for a Whirlwind, you might be able to get the cat out and get him out of stealth before anything goes. It's going to root the cat, spiking him into place. Worst up short for the Druid. Krager does have Recklesses, though. Raging Blows are doing a lot of damage, giving him the crazy mobility. Actually, Yomikata might be in a really bad spot. Oh my god! Krager just lapped on him and massacred that boy Bladestorm before the other feral can get proper opener. Convo getting locked down and shut down by Krager. And that's going to be Titanus still taking a lot of damage, even though he's the one popping cooldowns. Trying to see if he can stag out of there. And Krager just got so much damage for the guy. Thorns is up, and Krager knows he wants to hit those Thorns a little. And he was trying to see if he can just kind of gently tag Titanus' health without breaking the fear. Titanus does burn a trinket for it just to get out of it. Ursol's for Krager in case he goes around the corner. It looks like Krager is going to have to let the feral get an opener here. Daze comes in. Krager did not have a whirlwind ready for it. Has Enrage Regen in case things really go bad. In case things go south. That's going to be Ignore Pain up immediately. Getting those charges off the Titanus as he goes in for the knockdown. Back in the cat from just trying to kite Krager away. But the slows from Krager, the hamstrings as well as the piercing howls are doing good. Oh, Titanus getting locked down into that spear, unable to go anywhere. Washed up is approaching. Krager is going to go for a port as he set up early before this duel. Mortal Coil flying, and Krager tried to go for a reflect before the Mortal Coil happened. Soulfire, I think, is going to get reflected though. Does interrupt the Soulfire. As Washed Up does have cooldowns rolling though. This is going to go for a Soul Shape into a port, and Krager's just going to walk over behind the pillar, hang out with the Succubus, hang out with the Infernal, maybe get some rage from them. Couple free Bloodthirsts, just hanging out with the Demon Boys and girls. You know what I mean? Just hanging out with the demons, dude. This man is just a monster. So demons and infernals and other worldly creatures are like, oh, you're one of us. What's up? You're one of us. What's up? You know, Krager reminds me of Broxigar in a way. I think it's Broxigar. It was an orc that was basically sent into the demon homeworld and just basically decided to take his last stand there. I mean, this guy's just monstrous. The effective build for Krager, I guess, in case Washed Up has a Mortal Coil rolling. Maybe before the Succubus CC. Mortal Coil does hit him, trinkets out of it immediately. Washed Up might go for a port here. Gonna be, locked down here. Even if he goes for a port, he might be in a bad spot. Trying to get a Fear into Krager, does some Zerker Rage for it. Washed Up trying to get a Cannonball, does get the port as the Spear of Bash is almost over. Krager could just lock you down. And you're just in a cage with a tiger right now, dude. Washed Up, no, looking that good. I think Krager has him with a Bladestorm, like of a grace of a ballerina. Taking him out. Oh my god. 1v5 by Fury. That's the first Shadowlands 1v5 by Fury Warrior Boys. Krager, we need to know your secrets, dude. And this is where Krager is gonna be like, yo, check out, peep my stream, boys. Peep my stream. Asking me all you Fury Warrior questions. You can play just like me, dude. I'm so good. I love that. I'm so good. Yo, Krager, dude, making Fury slap. Yo, Fury back for PvP, boys. My god. Leaf Spear on the Druid was epic. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Locks people down. His great survivability. Good damage. Like during Rampage Recklesses, it's a 1.5 minute cooldown. Raging Blows are just